Morning guys, welcome to part 3. I'm Carl, this is Waterside Workshop. This is what we're doing. So today is actually meant to be my day off. We normally have Mondays off and work all week and the weekend. But I thought I'm coming in and I want to see what I can do with this panel here. So I'm going to put a few hours in today as well. It's not the best weather out there. It's actually cold today. I've got a jumper on that. It's actually cold. I've got the heaters going as well. So it's not too good. All week it's been absolutely roasting. I've been sweating my head off trying to sand and all that sort of stuff. But yeah, today it's actually pretty chilly. So I'm going to get your suit and stuff on, get the mask and stuff, and start sanding. I think that'll warm me up. Nice hot chocolate to get me going as well. So let's get on with it. I'll spin you around and show you where we are. Give you a quick little update and we'll get started. Yeah! So that's what she's looking like from this side at the moment. It's actually really good to see the boat starting to look all smooth on one side. It's already giving me the idea of what it's going to look like when it's all done and complete. I'm already thinking that's definitely worth the effort when we've got that sort of smooth texture at the moment and we started with that. So I mean, we've come a long way already. We're already on part 3, so not bad. I started sorting out this line along the side here, but I've got to get another skim in there, then I'm going to have to make a sort of tall little fit in between the radius and sand that into a smooth area. Also got to tackle this, what I talked about in the last video, where there's no corner here, it all goes pretty flat and smooth and hasn't got the line, which is going to look a bit of a pig if we leave it like that. Oh, we're not going to leave it like that. Should be like this on this side. Should have a nice radius just round the corner like so. So we'll definitely be doing that. Need to plop a little bit more in here and get rid of some of this. It's actually on top of the gel coat and cut this back. Need to do some more sanding up the top here. I've ordered some more of the old fiberglass filler so we can skim all this front, but it's going to take a day or so to get here. So we'll be doing other stuff while we're waiting for stuff to come. Getting a bit messy inside the boat now, but it's to be expected, and you can't have this sort of project on the go and not make a mess. Sand and dust absolutely everywhere. That's a bit, yeah. This is what we're like on this back end post and stuff at the moment. We have started working our way along the top here as well. But I need to get some of this gel coat out and get it scuffed up a bit, so when I lay the fiberglass all the way along the top there, got some of the grip too. The last thing we need is for it to come off once we've done it all. I'm sort of to about here at the moment. I've got to do the rest of all the way along there. Got this little repair here to sort out, which I'm going to dig out in a little while. I'm going to make these repairs longer up to here and probably skim this whole thing right down to here somewhere. There seem to be lots of little bubbly bits on these sides which we don't want, because that makes it soft. I can actually move that bit, and well, you can see like I can push my nail into it, which is absolutely no good. So we'll be cutting that out, making that a lot stronger. I'm going to check the rest of it now. Been able to push that, but I think most of it is good. Just mainly in that one area, I think, which is good. We don't want too much of that sort of repair, but we also don't want to miss any of that sort of stuff. I need to tackle it all right now. As you can probably see there, some quite soft bits. These bits have gone right through to the wood. There's a few bubbly bits. We need to deal with them and get them all a decent bit of strength in them. And this bit on the top here as well. So just get a mix. Well, the first thing I've got to do is blow it down. Clean it down with some grease and etc. remover. And then we'll get a mix in there and hopefully start to strengthen that up a bit. So I've had a bit closer look and I've found myself a couple more on these edges, knocked it around a bit and just trying to find anything that's weak really. It's definitely a bit thin on that edge where it turned, so I'm dealing with them at the same time. That's pretty much how a mix goes in. It's quite a bit along the side there really, but got to deal with what we've got to deal with. Don't want any of that to be weak. If I sand it and it's still not good in areas, then I'll go over it again. It's just where when you lay the mat over the edge of the wood when you're building a boat, when you turn the corners, the mat gets a lot thinner. Needed more on there really, but I didn't build the custom bit of the boat, so there's not much I can do about that apart from repair what I see and strengthen it all up, so it's good for in the future. So that's a bit of a close-up of what it looks like. Looks a bit messy at the moment, but that's the only way to do it, to get it in there nicely. Obviously got a bit on our green and stuff, but we'll have to just sand that back as we're doing it. So this is what I mean, this is the sort of stuff you find as you're going round, where the mat actually is laid on top of the wood and then goes on the edge, like so. On the edge, it creates a really thin piece on the edges, and it's just way too thin. That should be like this. It's not, it's quite weak on some of them edges, so I'm just going to skim some of that. Hopefully we won't get any hassle with that later on down the line. That should go nice and hard, be good. If there has to be a repair there, it'll have to be ground down all the way along there, and then that mat fit in all the way along, but hopefully not. Should be okay. And I'm now about to have a look around the front here and see what's what around there while I'm letting that dry. So I'm going to attack this front panel now, so I shan't bother letting you watch me sand that for 2 hours. We'll just get on with it and I'll bring you back later on once we've got it cut down to anywhere near where we want it to be. It's going to be an arm maker, but it's got to be done. It's got to be done all the way around the boat, so might as well carry on. Let's do it.
Thousand years later.
So, I was moaning earlier on when I first got in that it was cold. Now, absolutely boiling, bright red as you can see. I'm sanding away. It took a while, but I'll spin you around and show you what I've been up to, because I haven't just been sanding, I've been doing other bits as well. I'll get you up to speed to where we are. So I've sanded this quarter of this front panel as I said I was going to do. I've also finished off this repair up here on the point of the boat here. It's looking pretty solid now. You could probably hit that with a hammer and that'd be fine. I've been sanding up the top there where we're leveling out all them lows, and you can now see how big them lows are. And I've also started to build up this corner. It's great fun doing stuff like this because you've got all these different shapes all happening. You've got to build it up around here and make more of a rounder boat, and then I've got to get this radius and what's around the rest of the boat all in there without going through and keeping this all the same shape. Yeah, it's going to be really fun. Not really something I wanted to do, but all part of the job, and that's what we've got to do. So I'm going to have a hot chocolate now let that all kick off. Up here is now pretty good. Still a little bit sticky, but nothing to worry about. I'll leave it another hour or so up there while we're working down the front here. And then we should be able to tackle that later on and hopefully sand that back and see what we've got under there. Not sponsored, but if you want to sponsor me, Buxton, go ahead. If any of you are wondering what the caravan is in the corner there, if you're new to the channel and stuff, that's where we go and sit and have our hot chocolates and sandwiches and stuff, and we have a break. Just makes it handy because you've got a table and stuff in there, kettle and stuff in there to make drinks and stuff like that. That's ideal, really. So I had a bit of spare time while I was waiting for stuff to go off and stuff like that. So I've been doing a bit more of the final skims and stuff on these doors on this car. It's all starting to look pretty good. All starting to blend in quite nice and smooth. All this arch and stuff is all in lovely. All looking good. Weren't no rot or nothing like that on the car. It was just side damage where, don't know if it gone down the side of a post or something like that, and just put like ripples, dented the arch in, dented right across the doors. Not really sure, to be honest, what the damage, how it happened. It was on the car when it came, so we're also sorting out the front bumper down here. The edge of that wing I've just sanded back just to make sure that was a little bit bubbly, but there's nothing under there, so that's spot on. There's some repairs up on the roof up here. Not quite sure why there was dents up here, but there was. I reckon they have been having luggage and stuff on the roof, doing holiday trips and stuff like that. We've been getting rid of them at the same time. I know there's sand and dust all over it, but just trying to show you what I've been up to. Just put a bit of body filler in the top of here just to get this bit up here smoothed out a bit. And there is some bits down the back here I've got to do, but I can't get to it at the moment. Everything's in the way. So I'm just sort of doing this side I can get to at the moment. I'm not saying I'm down here at the front here on this bumper at the moment, but I'm thinking once I shape that up I might actually take that bumper off. So I need to find out why these spotlights are 3 foot into the bumper. You can get your hand in there. So that's not good. Most of this side of the car is not too bad. There's a couple of bits up the top. I'll deal with them when I get a chance. I'll turn the car around, probably when we're on this side of the boat, and working our way down this side, and I'm waiting, in between gaps. We're waiting for fiberglass and fillers and stuff like that to go off. It's always good to have something else to do. Right, I'm going to do a bit of a mix. Get some in the front of that boat so that can be going off while we're doing other bits. Getting through packets and packets of this. I hate to think I'm leaving that bag down there. No, I haven't all mixed up. Basically, you have to mix it until all the red disappears. It does a chemical reaction and ends up going hard once you lay it on. Start working on this corner. I'm still waiting to do that yet. bit wavy, so I'm trying to sort that out. Down the side. Pretty much. That's pretty much all you get from one mix. Not a lot. You'll probably get about 6 of them per paint. So I've just done another mix as well, so we'll get some more in there. We'll keep slapping it in where we can. Set it for it all to dry at the same time. So keep waiting for different patches. Pretty much what I'm doing, I'm just working on this radius of this corner, trying to get it all nice, and then trying to get this line all back in around there. So I'm trying to work the 2 different fillers at the same time, so we get everything drying at the same speed sort of thing, so we don't have to keep waiting too much. I could actually put the green in down here as well and cover this area as well. I might do another mix and do that as well. But I'm going to leave that for a minute, I think, and let it start going off. While I'm on, Barry M, I think his name was, asked me what compressor I use, so here's a compressor. It's a bit of a beast. It's an Avelair, 18.5 horsepower. It's got a massive tank on it. 300 litre, and yeah, that certainly pumps out some air. It's a beast. Probably not doing it justice on camera, but yeah, that certainly does what I need to do. Right, I'm going to step back. Let's have a look at both sides, shall we? That's where we are at the moment with that. And let's move the steps out of the way, shall we? All that stuff down there is all stuff out of the boat, all extra fuel tanks, stuff like that, nets. There was even a load of clothing and stuff in there, but I won't use that. And that's, yeah, what we started with. Pretty much. not looking forward to having to do all these side bits and stuff. They're going to be fun to do in the little areas, and getting all the shaping right and up inside there and stuff is going to be hard work. And well, that's all hard work to be fair, because everything's out of shape. So it's just a bit of a nightmare really, full stop. But we're on video 3, which makes it, not sure, day 4 or 5 for me. I don't think we're doing too bad. Somehow my arms are managing to hold up and keep blasting away at it every single day. Oh, someone else asked actually while we're there is what engine we got on the back. Well, there you go, we've got a 50. It's going to be do a full service and everything before we take it out on the water. It's an auto mixing one, so you don't have to mix the oils and stuff with the fuel. It does it in the engine bay. You just have to keep the oil topped up. I'll show all that at a later date. This one over on the stand as well. This is an 8 horsepower for the sibs. We've got to get onto that fairly soon really, and get this all sanded down and painted up and looking a lot neater and smarter. It's all up and running nicely, but it's not very tidy at the moment, so I'd like to get that all nice and tidy and get a full service done on it. Well, I'll do it myself, and then be nice to take it out on the water and see what she actually properly does. So I've had a little sand on the front here, and I've now done a skim up as far as I can go, because obviously, like I say, I want to strengthen this bit up here with the stronger fiberglass, whereas this other stuff is for shaping up. Come back around the side and sort of try to blend into where I've worked so far. Next thing to do is I'm going to tackle that along there, give that a good old sand, see how that get on, and then when I can get over here I'll have a little go at this. So that's what we'll do next. becoming a pain. Keep opening up other little bits. Got 2 more bits there to do now, so I'm just going to do that area there. Most of this is all got though, which is good. Some tiny weeny bits here, but they're nothing. Feels like we've got some strength in them. I can't move them whatsoever now, so that's all good. We'll plonk a little bit more in these ones when we do this bit, just to build them up, and then we'll skim the whole lot with some of this and blend it all in. So we'll get these areas topped up. Really push it in there because you want it to go right underneath it. And as you can see, I'll build it up a bit higher than what I need, and then I can grind a bit back, and that should be good. Just topping up these little bits. Don't really need to, but I'd rather it be in fiberglass than the final filler. It's obviously a lot stronger. And just a little bit up here, I think. I'm starting to get all the strength back in this side. Always one more little tiny bit if you keep looking. Right, I think we've got it. Hopefully that's the last bit we need to do on the side there to strengthen it up. If I sound a bit funny, it's just because I've got the mask on because there's dust in the air. So yeah, catch me shaping up this corner now. Just being careful I don't touch anything that's wet. You can't do it with the sanders or anything like that because they cut in too much. Just have to do it all by hand, which is a bit of a pain, but we want to get that shape back. Gonna have to put some more stuff in and just getting it ready to start shaping. Shame the chap didn't finish this corner properly. We're starting to get a line, which is exactly what we want. Oh, Jesus. Whew. I ain't got much strength left in my arms to keep doing this every day. Believe it or not, I'll be packing up in a couple of hours' time. Well, I've done what? Well, I've done 10 hours anyway, but then I'm off for a 2-hour drive to do a bit of fishing and make a video. Now, as you can see, that shape is starting to come now. It's not easy. Come on. Give me a line. Need some more stuff in there now to build up a bit more and get more of a line. But what I'm doing is working. Just got to skim from there all the way around now. Build this out a bit further and then I can curve it around and then dig in to get the line more. Whew, but what we're doing is definitely working. So let's show you a bit closer up. I know it looks ugly at the moment, but that won't do when it's all finished. You can see we're starting to get a line. Doesn't look the best because obviously we've got the green and stuff in there as well. But you know me, once I start to get it sorted, that'll start looking good. So that's starting to shape up. We're starting to get our corners and stuff. Still more to go in. Obviously these are all lows. It's quite a big low here. And that's sort of bulged out here. So we're trying to reshape that while we're doing the corner. A lot of this over here is low, as you can see. All part of the fun. Don't know about getting a boat ready for the water. I think we're rebuilding a boat, aren't we? And more. Right everyone, I'm going to leave this one here. As I said earlier, I've got to get back, get it washed up by the time of the week, get changed, get the fishing gear ready, and then I've got a 2-hour drive to where I'm going to fish. So I'll then be there for a few hours, and then I've got a 2-hour drive back. It's going to be a late night for me anyway. So thanks very much for watching, really appreciate it. Hope you're enjoying the series so far, and I think it's come along nicely. I'm finding all sorts of things that I weren't expecting to find, but It's all part of the job, just got to do it and deal with it as you're going round. I'm sure I'm going to find some other stuff on the other side and on the inside and on the top and all that lot as well, so can't worry about it too much. Just got to get the stuff, cut it, shape it, put it in there, smooth it, etc, etc, and just keep it going until you can get it the best you can get it, pretty much. To be fair, no boat is dead straight, the same as caravans and campers and stuff like that. It's really hard to get an absolutely perfect panel. This is going to be way straighter than a brand new boat, because obviously I'm putting the extra time into getting it all straight. At some point I probably will do the same to the bottom half. Not sure how straight that actually is. It don't look too bad, to be fair, but you can just see them little ripples and I hate that. That really annoys me. So I'm sure I'll do the bottom half at some point as well, or the sides at least. All the underneath is original, but them side bits have been painted. So yeah, like I say, we'll leave this one here and I'll see you in part 4. See you soon, everyone. Yeah, let's get it done.